Let's be honest, you can't escape the conversation about AI right now. One minute you see a headline promising it's going to cure diseases and unlock this incredible new era of productivity. And the very next you see another one warning that it's coming for your job. The whole conversation is so black and white, it's left most of us just kind of wondering, what are we supposed to believe?
It really feels like this whole massive, complex topic boils down to one single nagging question. A question that I'm guessing is on your mind too. Is all this technology fundamentally here to replace us, or is it here to help us?
I mean, just look at the headlines. The whiplash is absolutely real. On one side, you have Fortune and the New York Times talking about a productivity boom that's going to save the economy. And on the other, you've got ZDNet and the BBC warning about a job apocalypse that's going to gut the entire workforce. These aren't just slightly different takes. They are describing two completely separate realities. So which one is it?
Well, here's the thing. That whole framing of replacement versus help, it's a false choice. It's kind of like a trap that forces us into one of two camps, right? You're either a techno-optimist or you're a doomsayer. But to really get a handle on what's going on, we have to throw that binary thinking out the window and adopt a much sharper, more useful framework.
Okay, so let's dive into this new way of thinking. The framework that really starts to clear things up is understanding the crucial difference between two big ideas: artificial intelligence, or AI, and a concept you might not have heard of called intelligence augmentation, or IA.
So first up, let's talk about artificial intelligence. This is the one we all know, right? It's the stuff of science fiction and all the big headlines. The end goal here is total autonomy. It's the quest to build systems that can think and perform tasks entirely on their own, essentially replacing the human in the loop. In this model, the technology is the absolute star of the show. But then you have intelligence augmentation, and this comes from a completely different place. Instead of trying to make the human obsolete, IA's whole goal is to make the human more capable. The technology here is designed to support and enhance our own intelligence, keeping the person, you, firmly in the driver's seat. The human is at the core. And this slide just lays it all out perfectly. You see, AI's goal is an independent machine, a detached artificial mind that's built to replace what we do. But IA's goal is a dependent machine. It's a powerful tool that's designed to support what we do. So here's the bottom line. One path is about autonomy, the other is all about partnership. Now that we have this new framework, let's look at how it actually applies to the tools we're all seeing pop up everywhere. Because you might be surprised to find out that most of what we're calling AI today, well, it's actually IA in disguise. Just think about it for a second. A tool like Perplexity doesn't replace the researcher, it supercharges them with sources that are already cited. Grammarly doesn't replace the writer, it's a partner that helps them find the right words. And you know, coding assistants like Copilot don't replace the developer. They act like an expert sitting next to you, suggesting code and handling the boring stuff. In every single one of these cases, the tool augments the professional. It doesn't automate them away.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting. This quote reveals the true power of augmentation. Studies are actually finding that these tools act as incredible floor raisers. They disproportionately help people who are maybe more junior or less skilled to get better and to do it faster. They're like an equalizer, giving everyone access to a much higher baseline of performance, which is exactly what a world-class support tool is supposed to do.
And this finally explains that weird paradox that I'm sure we've all seen, right? How can a tool that writes flawless computer code sometimes fail at a simple riddle? It's because it's not some autonomous brain. It's an incredibly powerful pattern-matching engine that absolutely shines when it's guided by a skilled human operator who gives it context, judgment, and direction. So if we accept that where we are right now, and for the near future, is really about intelligence augmentation, that brings up the most important question of all. Where do we fit in? Where do humans have the advantage? And you know what? The answer is incredibly empowering. As these AI tools continue to take over the routine, the repetitive, the predictable parts of our jobs, our uniquely human skills don't just stay relevant. They become our single most valuable asset. They become the new premium in the job market.
So what are these skills? Well, they're the very things that machines just can't replicate. It's the nuance of clear communication, the spark of genuine creativity, the mental flexibility to adapt to a situation on the fly. It's the critical thinking to know when the machine's answer looks right but it just feels wrong. And maybe most of all, it's the empathy to understand the deeper human need behind any task.
And this quote from an OpenAI employee just nails it. Think about it. Even the most hype new technical skill out there, prompt engineering, it's not really that technical at all. When you get down to it, it's all about being an effective communicator. The ability to ask clear, insightful, well-framed questions is a timeless human skill. And now, it's more valuable than it's ever been.
So you see, in the end, that whole polarized debate between replacement and help, it was the wrong conversation all along. The future isn't a story about the awesome power of artificial intelligence. No, it's a story about the incredible power of your intelligence, augmented. The question is no longer what is AI going to do to us? The real question is, what are we going to choose to do with it?